Summer says it had 5 gears and a bloody clutch. Welcome back, Street Switch Photography. Now, I thought what we'd do today is come back to this place, this church, this beautiful church just here, and do some infrared photography on it, because I bought my infrared camera with me. I've also bought my zoom camera, and obviously I'm using a different microphone at the minute, so it might sound different yet again. But yeah, last time we were here, we met somebody that was a little bit reluctant for me to be taking photos and video, so I said I'd come back and do it again, and here we are. Here we are at the location. We're going to take a walk round, grab some photos, and my very first shot is going to be from over this wall here, from between these trees. So I think this could get rather interesting. And then we'll take a walk the same route we took last time, but this time I've got my zoom camera on me as well, so we're going to be able to take a little bit of a closer look at the top of the church here. So let's take a look at the top of the church. Let's take and get some infrared photos to include in this video. And let's go from there. I have come on my scooter. The scooter's looking good, as far as I know it is anyway. Don't know what others think. And this was the route that this lady decided to tell me that I was not allowed to take, because it was private property. Now what I will point out is, wherever you see these arrows, that is a public right of way. You are allowed to walk that way. It's county council. So yeah, we can walk that way and will be walking that way. But first, let's get some infrared shots of this church and let's go from there. See you in a minute. So, I've got some of those shots that I wanted. Absolutely brilliant. Let me just face the microphone towards me so you can hear what I'm saying. Yeah, what an old church. This is the old church again. There was a lady that was asking me questions last time, but nobody is around at the moment, so we can take a good look at this church, one of the oldest churches in the East Midlands, believe it or not. And I've done some research online and everything. I believe it's Iron Age. It's an Iron Age church. It's got a lot of history. A hell of a lot of history. I don't know how often it's actually used, but somebody was saying it could do with funding for roof work and stonework, things like that need doing to it. And I was correct about, I actually said round the corner here, when we get there I'll also show you what I mean. This part here is actually new, or newer than the church, to hold that corner actually in place, because it was sinking. And there's the funny little door that we always talk about. Now I am going to go for a walk around the village as well, because this is a beautiful little village where I am, and I've actually recorded my ride here as well. It's quite a distance from where I live, believe it or not. Or by road it is anyway. By field it'd probably take you about 20 minutes to half an hour to walk here if you were going across the fields, but then you've got the problems with rivers and stuff like that. But the architecture, they just don't do it like they used to, do they? They just don't make things like they used to, which is such a shame. I mean, this is an absolutely stunning church. And as we speak about this, you know, I'm going to go on about something called Christianity. Now, what is Christianity? It's obviously a religion and everything else, and I don't think enough people are actually turning to it. We've got a lot of atheists about and all the rest of it. Religion isn't just about whether you believe in God, whether you believe in this, whether you believe in that. It's been the way that we've been brought up over the past God knows how many years here in this country, and it seems to be getting to the point where it wants to be wiped out, with schools teaching that we should hate Britishness, as people call it. And then somebody asks you, what is Britishness? Well, you look at the First and the Second World War. That's what we fought for. We fought for our country, and then men died to give us the freedoms that we have today, that are now being taken away from us anyway. And I think this government that we have in place is an absolute fucking disgrace for doing that. An absolute disgrace. Because all those men that died on Normandy Beach, all those men that died in the First and the Second World War to save us, so we could have our free speech, so we could have our freedom of expression and everything else, has been proper clamped down on, and we've turned into a communist Nazi fucking nation now, and that's it, and it's just going to get worse. There's going to be big problems in the very near future, and that's just the truth. And people might not like me saying that, but that's just the truth. And there's no getting away from it. We've got Andy Burnham in charge now, so what do you think's going to happen there? Is he going to stop the boats? Of course he fucking isn't. He doesn't want to. He believes all these men and invisible children and women are coming across here to help us and because they've been persecuted and everything else, Try helping your fucking own first, even if it wasn't, just all men of fighting age and everything else that are taking the piss out of us for economic reasons and all the rest of it. Well, in my opinion, you look after your own first, don't you? What's through here? Ooh, fucker, yeah, I don't want to go down there. I don't want to trick down there, do I? So yeah, let's go and take a look at the village. I'll grab a couple more photos of the church and everything else, and we'll go from there. So I thought it'd be interesting to take a quick walk down here. Now, I've solved the problem with my SD card cutting out on me. It was because the SD card was old and corrupt. Now, you've got to use a certain type of SD card in these cameras. They have to be quite fast, and they're reasonably expensive as well. I'm just taking a walk down this lane to see what's down here. I've never been down this way before that I can remember. I think there's some sort of pumping station or something like that. There's a big bridge. So we'll get some photos of this bridge whilst we're down here, and this hasn't been done in infrared, has it? I mean, what a scenic place. Absolutely beautiful place, isn't it? You've got to admit. House prices down here will be absolutely awesome. I mean, look over here, look. Holwell Works Angling Club. Holwell Works Angling Club, eh? We'll be getting some more pictures of that. The Holwell Works Angling Club with the church in the background. What do you reckon? Shall I grab it? Yeah, let's do it. Now, the thing is with full spectrum photography, or infrared, or whatever you want to call it, the full spectrum basically means you're going to get all the colours, including infrared, including ultraviolet, including all the other ones in between, and I think it makes for good looking photography. Now, we're walking up here, and I don't think I've been up here before, but this is an old bloody bridge, this is. And I'm just trying to get an angle of the bridge where I can actually take some decent photos. Now, we walked down past the lake last time, and I thought, well, we've already been to the lake, and I thought that would be a bit boring, so I'm going to try this instead. This has all been no public access, but you're allowed through here. So this field you're not allowed in, but that field you are, and there's a little bridge. So we'll go that way, because you've got the yellow post again. Now, if that woman was here, she'd be telling me I'm not allowed because it's private property and all the rest of it. Well, going on someone's private property actually isn't a criminal offence. It's a civil offence. And if she realised that I do this a hell of a lot, I'm always out taking photos of some description and basically enjoying my day, and then someone like her comes along and tries to fucking spoil it. Well, it ain't going to work. It is not going to work. It's very dry down here. But I reckon I should get a photo here of that like that, if these weeds weren't in the way and everything. As I said, it's very, very dry. Would I have been better off across the other side, do you think? What's under there? Ooh. That's all blocked off, look, that is. You used to be able to get that side, but you can't anymore. Now, I'm not going to bother with this photo here. This is shit. And I'm also treading in lots of shit. Now, that fire yesterday, that was something I did not expect to come across, admittedly. I did not expect to come across that. There I was, going on my walk for the morning. Well, no, it wasn't, was it? It was afternoon. On my walk for the afternoon, and I come across that bugger. Now, fires are happening all over the East Midlands at the moment with the recent dry weather that we've had and the really hot sort of weather. Where are we? There's another bridge over there, look. But according to this, you're not allowed over to that bridge. Now we might be able to get some angles to take some photos from here. I don't know. I just don't want to get too far out my depth. I don't want to go walking through fields that I don't know whether I'm allowed in them and then come across something that I'm going to... You know what I mean? Because if I see something that I think, oh, that's interesting, but I can't get to it, I'll still try and fucking get to it. There's loads of sheep shit around here. Show you. The fucking camera. There you go. Oh, shut up. See you in a minute. Didn't mean to scare them sheep that were in these bushes here. But we come out onto a massive... There's some sheepies onto this massive field. And that's the housing estate up there that's recently been built. Yeah. Shall I get the zoom camera out? I think I should. So as far as I'm concerned, I've got some really, really nice photos today. Some infrared ones. Just taking a walk back to my scooter. It's turning really, really hot. This is a lovely little area. Can't remember the name of it, but I wanted to show you this. There you go. If anybody knows what that is, leave a comment. It looks like an old trough. Because obviously the sheep are allowed to roam freely around here and everything else. But it's old, whatever it is. I thought I'd show you. I thought it was interesting. And what a lovely little village. Is it a village? Is it a hamlet? I don't know. Kirby Bellas, I think it's called. Is it Kirby Bellas? But yeah, a really nice place. I mean, the homes are all kept really nicely. Everybody takes pride in the properties. I think the only letdown I can see is this bloody great big ugly looking train bridge. But, hey, I mean, you know, when you've got things like this little village on your doorstep, what else can you fucking do, I suppose? Shall we take a look over the train bridge, see what's going on? Let's have a look. So I'm going to grab a photo from here or from the other side. Yeah, definitely. And for the last part of the video, I thought I'd take a walk back down where that lady said I wasn't allowed to walk and get some photos down there as well. Now, full spectrum photography is a new thing. To me it is anyway. I've been doing a lot of research on it. I know about infrared and I'm assuming it's the same as infrared. What I'm going to be doing is, when it comes to the edit on these, otherwise they'll look very, very pink, I'm going to do a channel mixer on it, and that's just a way of bringing them back to a more natural looking, a more acceptable looking image. But if you want to see them in the pure pink that they are, you know, you can. I mean, you used to be able to buy film that was infrared or full spectrum at least. I can't remember the name of it. I know it was made by Kodak. But yeah, you used to be able to buy infrared film. Not so much nowadays. But there was another sign down here that I wanted to get a picture of that I didn't manage to get a picture of last time. Because of that woman telling me what to do and whatnot. Me being a bitch, innit, really, let's be honest. So we're just about to enter what I believe is an old garden centre that's just been left in ruin. Now, I did talk about this before. There actually isn't a way into the place, otherwise I'd go and have a look. But it's somebody's here at the moment, and it looks like it's going to be, well, it's going to be used. They're actually growing stuff. So I think this is a garden centre of some description. That's it, all back up and running, if I'm honest. Got the sprinklers on. And what a nice day for it. I wonder how they've been coping with all the bloody heat. But what we'll do is I'll take a walk down to the lake, down the bottom here, where you're publicly allowed to go. Take a walk down here, have a look, use the zoom camera, probably take a couple of infrared photos whilst I'm at it. Now again, with full spectrum photography, anything green or organic appears pink or purple within the image because it's ultraviolet and infrared as well. Now there are ways of filtering the ultraviolet out so you've just got infrared, but I prefer full spectrum. Full spectrum photography is perfect for things like nighttime photography, if you're taking photos of the stars and stuff like that as well. And I find it really interesting. So these little walks that I do mainly for my mental health. I've told you about it all before, I don't need to go back into it, but I don't think men's mental health is spoke about enough. And it just makes for a bit more of a relaxing video, considering yesterday was meant to have been a relaxing video and then ended up recording a fire that was up where I normally go for walks and stuff as well, you know. But I mean, these walks can get very interesting, especially with my photography and stuff like that. I mean, I've got 40 odd cameras, there's horses in this field, so I'm not going to be able to walk through. But I might be able to get some photos here. Have a look at this. Beautiful, majestic animals. I'm going to get my camera out now and turn it on, so I don't scare the sodding things. Hang on. I'm doing all this one-handed. I'm going to have to swap hands, because I'm left-handed when it comes to recording and stuff like that, and this camera isn't the best for recording and taking photos. But yeah, there's some beautiful horses here, look. You see them? So obviously you don't want to be leaving the gate open or out like that, do you? I'm not going to go in because I am shit scared of horses. Oh, that's a little bit bright. So if you can see on the back of the camera there, that's what it looks like. That's full spectrum. And this boy here doesn't seem to give a shit about me taking photos. He's too busy eating the grass from the corners of the field because the rest of it is dead. But yeah, that's how it looks. Let me zoom back out a little bit. I might get a better photo. You can see, do you see what I mean? Anything organic just glows pink, and it is beautiful. Now if you can get the sky in as well, that blue goes like really dark for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, but there's swans down there, and if I go walking through this field I could end up getting kicked by a fucking horse or something. I don't know whether to or not. I'm going to keep the camera running while I do. Let's do it. This is a bit scary for me because I'm not good with horses. Will it let me by? There we go. Just walk by without making too much noise. You can just walk straight by them and they don't bother you. They're well behaved horses, they are. So yeah, let's take a walk down to the lakeside and go and get some photos down here. Obviously water, I don't know how that shows up in what do you call it, infrared photography. Them fucking horses behind me still. Yes, they're not following me, are they? Fuck. Oh. Remind me next time I come out and I go into any fields to bring a spare pair of underwear, or it's bye-bye socks. Fucking hell, I'm shit scared of horses. Now you wouldn't believe I used to walk round fields with horses all the time when I worked at the vet camp walking the dogs. And if you had a dog that didn't like horses and an horse that didn't like fucking dogs, it made for a very, let's just say, interesting experience. Now, because I've got ADHD, I actually get a fucking buzz out of things like that. It makes me, the adrenaline start pumping, and I'm like, whoa, I fucking love this. That's my drug of choice, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, that job, I loved that fucking job so much, but circumstances at the time would not allow me to carry on doing that job. I was extremely depressed. I didn't know I'd got ADHD. I didn't know a lot of things at the time. If I could go back now, I'd be very well prepared for everything. But anyway, less about me. Let's go and take a look at all these swans and geese and chickens and phoenixes and I'm fucking talking shit now. So you can see where I am. I couldn't really get any closer because the ground's too wet, but this is where I am. .4K, 30 frames a second with zoom and half decent sound. Now what I've decided to do about the speakers, microphones even, that I bought, the wireless ones, it's not up to the standard of sort of audio quality as what this one is that I'm using. So what I've decided to do is, I've decided that I'm going to use this one when I'm walking around and everything, because I mean look, I can just clip it straight to the camera. You can still hear me. It's got the dead cat on it. Now a dead cat is wind reduction, if you want to put it like that. The sound quality is perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. And then when I'm doing interviews and things like that, and I've got two microphones, wireless ones, I'm going to use those. Which I thought, for 20 quid, I can't fucking really complain. It was a birthday present. Now I'm looking for organic photos, meaning, you know, lots of things with like, greenery in it and stuff like that, because it turns up pink. Whether I can get any more, I don't know, but I mean, this has been quite a good day for me, it has anyway. I'm just going to walk over here and see what's in these bushes, because if I remember rightly, there's a like a stagnant pond of some description, and I'm just wondering what that will look like in infrared, or in, anyway, full spectrum, not infrared. I bet it's all dried up. It wouldn't surprise me, but it is in the shade, so it might not have done, I don't know. Let's go and take a quick look. I don't want to tread in a massive pile of horse shit. Yeah, it's all dried up. It's all dried up and gone. So it was here, but yeah, that's completely dry due to the hot weather we've been having. But there you go. Right, I'm going to get home and edit this video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as what I have. Something a bit different today, more about photography instead of about politics and shit like that I normally do, you know. I will still be doing those videos, but I like to do one of these just to get, you know, get relaxed. I'm going to go back to my bike, have a drink of water, and I'll see you in a minute. So I'm hoping these horses let me back past without being startled. They are quite close to the gate. I've got to literally walk right in front of it. I mean, they are nice animals. They don't really give a shit about us. They're busy doing their own thing, as you can see. But what I've got to do is walk past it, if it'll let me. Excuse me, boy. Don't sniff me. Ooh. And there you go, there's me with another adrenaline rush. Okay, now. Very well behaved animals, gorgeous animals. So yeah, I'm going to get back to my bike, back to my scooter. People keep telling me off for calling it a bike. Back to my scooter, go home. Put some music on, maybe a bit of Oasis, the album, definitely maybe on vinyl. Paid £35 for that bugger. Again, a birthday present from the wife. 35 quid, definitely maybe. my favourite band. I also bought some of The Who, an album by The Who, and another album by Liam Gallagher from Oasis, but then obviously Oasis quit and Liam Gallagher went solo, and so did Noel with High Flying Birds. But yeah, I'm going to go home, get these photos edited, get this video edited, include the pictures in this video, and let me know what you think in the comments. It's ever so warm. I need a drink of water. You've got to stay hydrated in this weather. And it's nice to see this place getting back up and running and something being done with it. They're very lucky, you know, that it's out in the sticks somewhere and not many people knew about it. Hence I don't mention the exact location of places, because you get these bloody idiots that, I wouldn't say they're idiots, let's not call them idiots, but you get these people that like to go urban exploring and trespassing on people's property, and they give other ones a bad name because they go around vandalising shit and stuff like that, and it ain't on, is it? So I'll start the video when I get back to my bike. So, the car that was parked here has buggered off, and I've got a perfect opportunity now to take that photo that I wanted to take earlier, which is of this in infrared, without my scooter in it, obviously. That. So let's grab that photo quickly while I have the chance, and I'll include it in this video. So I'm literally just about to do my outro, but I thought I'd show you this quickly. My new bag that I've got, another birthday present from my daughter, and it's absolutely perfect. It's actually got a USB thing here, so you can plug in cameras and all that sort of stuff, and I think it's been alright. I'm just about to have a nice drink of water because I'm properly thirsty. Before my ride back home, before all the editing I've got to do. I mean, what an absolutely beautiful place. I mean, look at it. And this time I've had no shit for taking photos or video, which can only be a good thing, eh? This has been Street Switch Photography. If you like this video, like and subscribe, go and hit the notification bell. And fingers crossed, I'll see you in the next video. Now, most of you aren't subscribing, you're just watching my YouTube channel. The subscription does help. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost you a penny. And you get notifications when I do a video. I normally do one 5 times a week, roughly. Tomorrow I'm in town for the Tuesday market. I'm going to be using the Zoom camera. I'm going to be using this microphone, going around asking people what they think of Andy Burnham and all that sort of stuff, a little bit more political. But yeah, there you go. I will hopefully see you in tomorrow evening's video. Bye for now and enjoy the rest of your day. He needs to tongue punch that fart box.